Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. About to hit the road. I'm going to leave Panther parked at my friend's place. But I want to give you a little bit of advice. If you're going to park a vehicle in Nevada, Las Vegas, or any high temperature desert situation, put something under your tires. Last time I did that, left a car for 2-3 months. When I moved the car, rubber was stuck to the concrete and I had flat spots on my tire. So I'm going to back this car up on these pieces of wood so that it will have that wood as an insulator between the hot ground and the tires. So hopefully when I get back, the tires won't be messed up or destroyed. So let me move this car a little bit, get it up on these pieces of plywood, and lock it down for a couple months. Item 2 on the list, the AC is not coming on in Lemonade. So I'm going to try to self-serve it to get this stuff to come on because, man, it's in the 80s out here. And I'm going towards Phoenix. It'll probably be 90 down there. So let me get this serviced and hopefully it'll work before I hit the road. I realize a lot of people do it, but you're not supposed to service it with the can turned up like this. You're supposed to let it slowly fill upright. So it takes about 20-25 minutes. So I hooked up a can and taped the latch down, set it in there like that, just let it run. It's finally done. The AC's working. Probably still a couple ounces light, but it's holding. I'm gonna try to ride it like that. I was hoping this was gonna be okay, but as you can see, I'm charging at under 12 volts. Might not be charging at all, might be just riding on the battery. So I'm gonna shut this down, let it cool down, and replace the alternator. I was having alternator concerns few months ago, so I pulled an alternator out of the salvage yard, had it tested good, so I'm probably going to install that one. Gotta be ready, do what you gotta do. I'm pretty sure this alternator is acting up, so I am going to replace it, see if I remember how to do this. First thing I'm going to do is take this ECU box apart, get that out of the way. After I disconnect the battery disconnect will be the first thing. Then I'm going to drain coolant so that I can get this coolant hose out of the way. Then I'm going to take the power steering pump system loose with the bracket flipped up and out of the way. Then I'll take the alternator out. So I'm going to take this dipstick out, take the serpentine belt off, and I should get at this alternator. I'm pretty sure I took this alternator to the parts place and had it tested. That's what you do if you get an alternator, whether it's brand new or used. You don't want to put a bad alternator in your car, even if it's brand new. So let me go ahead and tear into this thing. I've had a fan blowing on it, trying to cool it off. Gosh, dang, it's still hot. But maybe it's cool enough to work on it. Let's see how it works. Just rocking and rolling. And man, Panther's running cold, and I see it's got some kind of aftermarket thermostat in here. I don't think I have a Volvo thermostat here to replace this with, but I typically don't play this. I don't even know what brand that is. I need to get this out of there. Get it out of there. That may be why I'm getting this kind of crap on my coolant reservoir. I know I don't have one handy, so I'm just going to fly and get that replaced as soon as I can. Wow, didn't notice this. Half of this bracket that goes in front of this power steering pump is missing. So I need to get that stuff and add it back. I pulled the bolt that goes on that side. Now I need to find another bolt or two that's holding this bracket in. I know there's one down there bolted from the other side, and then I'll lift this up and out of the way. Now to get that blind 12 down there. Got the socket on there, got to get the wrench on there, break that thing loose and turn it out. Folks, here's my problem. Some kind of reman alternator 2010 was replaced. Probably why we're having issues here, and it doesn't say anything about it being a Bosch. So let me grab the other one and drop it in. And evidently the one I'm going back with is a reman as well. Hopefully it'll hold up longer than this one. But heck, this one lasted almost 10 years. Maybe this one will last me a little while, but it's supposed to be reman, so let's get going. Setting a replacement alternator in place, and I noticed that this elbow on this PCV system is coming apart. Glad I noticed this before I got all this put back together. So let me pull that elbow off of there. And I do need to replace this PCV system, but I'm gonna replace this elbow while I'm here. There it is. Got a piece of hose on there. I'm gonna put a zip tie on there and then get this alternator. How far these holes are on. That one's close. That one's close. Needs to be down a little bit. Got everything together. Everything hooked up, everything bolted on. I replaced this clamp here because I think that coolant was seeping out of there. There's a little seeping out of the cap. So I'm going to top this coolant back off. Then we'll fire this thing up. Oh, I need to put the oil dipstick back on. That's the hose. Going over to this BCS, which is busted on the BCS. So I pull this air box up a little bit just to get that out of there and change that hose. Here we go, folks. Gonna hit the starter, see if this thing fires up. Be at least 13.6 volts on the charging scale. Oh, this ain't even lit. There it goes. It's coming up. 13.5. We really want 13.6. But it seems to be steady, which is good because the other one was bouncing all around like crazy. So I think we're probably good. I could take it for a test drive or just say, here goes 13.6, or just say heck with it and hit the road. But the other one was bouncing around from 13.1. I just turned the lights on. Went 13.3, it should come back up. Didn't come back up. With the lights on with the other one, it was 13.1, 13.2. I think we'll be okay. Make it to Cincinnati with this reman alternator. Turn the lights back off. Right back to 13.6. I have an IPD Stage 1 tune for this car somewhere. I don't know where I put it. It's in here somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it. I fixed that vacuum line there. I'm going to put a zip tie back there right now. I fixed the vacuum line over here. I replaced the alternator. And I should be good to go. Ready for the road. Took me 2 hours to do the alternator. Added a couple of minutes for that vacuum line. Added a few minutes for that line over there. Man, it's pushing me close to my point of no departure time. Let me see how long it's going to take me to get to Phoenix. See if I'm going to leave tonight or early in the morning. Since I'm leaving this car parked for a few months, I decided to block the windshield because I don't want that Nevada sun just cooking the dash and bubbling everything up. So I'm going to try one of these. Gilbert has something similar. He says really helps keep the car cool in the sun. I got the one size fits all, 28.5 by 63. It's probably 26 would probably be good, and probably 60 on the bottom and about 58 on top, but fits in there pretty good. You can get these custom made from WeatherTech. Go on WeatherTech's website. They have some that help reflect heat into the car in the winter and help reduce temperature in the car in the summer. Good thing to have, especially if you're exposed to the sun. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.